Hello everyone. Today is a very special day in the PlanetSide 2 community, especially the speedrunning community. Today we have a brand new tutorial added to the game, which is a very, very awesome thing. Especially because the old tutorial had some, it was unique. And this one's definitely a bit more fleshed out. And for those people who are interested in speedrunning, I think it's going to be very exciting. So what I'm going to do today is just play through the tutorial, the new one. This is my first time playing through it. I'm just going to give my thoughts on how the tutorial's laid out, and then maybe just talk a little bit about what I think it'll look like from a speedrunning perspective. So before any of that, I just want to thank, all the people on the PlanetSide team who are working on this and who have been around, been listening, been interacting with the community, and for them to take special consideration for the new player experience is super awesome. I think this is a much better approach, so it's great to see things moving in that direction. Also, just a massive thank you for their support team and for anyone that I've ever had to reach out for help or just to try and get things working with the tutorial, and when we were trying to get with speedrunning before. It's been super awesome and very exciting, so thank you all for that. As well as anyone who's been a part of the speedrunning. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope that this is going to be a new exciting chapter. Anyway, so we've got a brand new UI system that looks stellar. Let's say they got some new... Yeah. Telling about your default items and stuff like that. That's pretty sick. And it does give you the option to skip the tutorial, which is probably a good thing. For those who have already, know what they're doing. It's funny because I don't think most people will really care for the tutorial. But let's go. So from what I understand, this is definitely more of like a scenario kind of based thing.
Looks like some of your memory was lost during the last respawn. These things happen from time to time. We need to run some tests before sending you back to the battlefield. Awesome. We've routed you to this virtual training simulator. We'll go over the basics to restore your memory. Step on the pad to begin.
Oh, and it looks like we're... Can't tell where we're at, actually. Training simulation, alright. So I believe this is all where everything's going to take place, so I wonder how the progression's going to work.
We are the new conglomerate, a coalition of like-minded organizations fighting to break free from the existing hegemony of Araxis. We fight to restore personal freedom and liberty for everyone. This is the Terran Republic. Their authoritarian regime seeks to maintain absolute control over the planet Araxis and its people. They've imprisoned and even executed those they once vowed to protect. And this is the technocratic Vanu sovereignty, a cult obsessed with a lost alien civilization and its technology. They seek to strip away our humanity and force us to serve their so-called god.
Jeez.
The simulation is now loading the firing range. Stand by.
So that's something that it doesn't look like we'll be able to skip right away.
From foe. Step up to the firing range to begin.
The way this active mission thing is laid out on the left here, it seems like it'll have to be done linearly, like we're gonna have to do each objective in order to actually get through the tutorial.
Friendlies are always marked. With
the other one, there wasn't like a structure to it as much as like you had to tick off each box. So I wonder if we will be able to skip anything.
Now enabled. Eliminate enemy targets while avoiding friendly fire. Score enough points to proceed.
Oh, look at that. This is good NC training. He's in the tree. Oh man. Okay. We need one more.
Good. Now, let's take you to a simulated fight. Redeploy now to get into the fight.
So there is a section where you'll already be redeploying. So I wonder, like, first impressions, I would think,
This is a map
can we
of the
just
war
redeploy
zone.
straight to
The
this
flashing hotspots to the
outpost
west
at the very
indicate there
beginning?
is an active
Would
battle
that
at
skip through
Outpost
all the
Echo.
other things that led up to this?
That region is under our control. You're now in the spawn room of Outpost Echo. This building is a safe zone so long as we control this region. Head over to those equipment terminals. Equipment terminals let you change your class and resupply ammo. Use the terminal
Ooh.
to switch to an engineer.
Can we adjust our loadout?
Now, let's defend this outpost. Leave the spawn room.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Doesn't look like you can change your loadout. So we can do light assault, which will probably be necessary. But that would mean no upgrades so far.
Enemies are trying to take the control point. Look for control point A on your map or HUD. Head
Shut
towards
this
it
up.
and defend it. Our
If we're
enemies
bots
have
in.
just captured control point A. We need to retake the point before they capture the base.
So if we're not able to do any kind of loadout customization, that will definitely impact how you try and get through the run. What is definitely yet to be seen is whether or not we can actually just skip through stuff. Like,
Eliminate the enemies around the control point.
capturing a control point, that made sense that we have to do that in order to progress. But like, the area before where we were shooting at the
Now that we're
guys,
clear, stay
if
near
I were
the
to just
control
walk
point
past
to
it, I need to
recapture
see
it
what
for
would
our
happen for
empire.
that. Because it's possible we could set up multiple categories where we have
The
either
control
like
point is secure.
a 100%
Capture
completion
progress
for the
made by
level,
the
or
enemy
just
is now being
an any
removed.
percent. But the main thing it comes down to is what is the game gonna make you do before you can
successfully
continue.
defended the outpost. Now let's
And what
reopen
can you
the
get
map
around
and
doing?
plan our next move. It appears we've pushed the enemy from Outpost Echo to
This is really
Substation
cool though so
Core,
far.
and we'll continue the fight there. Place a personal waypoint in the high. Let's reinforce our front lines by pulling a vehicle from a vehicle terminal. Most bases have at least one.
So I think what I'm gonna do actually is try, since we're gonna need the vehicle to get over there, I'm gonna try skipping one of these
This vehicle terminal was
like,
destroyed during the battle.
active mission things and see what
Use
it
the
does.
engineer's good as new.
It says
The
21
repair
out of
tool can
41.
fix most mechanical objects, like vehicles, generators, and max units. Now, use the terminal to acquire.
So if I try and open my active mission, it just tells me that what can we pull? Oh, we can't even pull a harasser.
The Sunderer acts as a troop transport and can be deployed.
But trying to open my
become a
active
spawn
mission just
point for
gives me
your
that screen
allies.
saying that you're still in the tutorial.
Now, drive the Sunderer to your waypoint. You'll see it on the HUD and map.
But the one thing I do think is good is that a lot of times in things like this, when there are going to be limitations, such as not being able to customize,
The
not be able to
garage
use a
at the top of
harasser,
the
for
hill
example,
seems like a defensible
I feel like
place
that's when
out of
things get
sight
more
from the enemy.
creative, because
We can
you're going to have to
deploy
do
our
the less
Sunderer inside.
obvious, approach to getting faster. So I think there'd be some cool ideas.
Bring the vehicle to a complete stop, then deploy the
Oh, can we
vehicle.
leave? Oh no.
Good. The Sunderer acts as a respawn
So let's see if we
point
can't
for
skip
our
something,
allies
too.
while deployed, and is critical to any offensive push. Leave the
Like right now, I
Sunderer
can't get out
and let's
until
help press the attack. Access the
she's done
equipment
talking.
terminal on the
Okay.
side of the vehicle and switch to heavy assault.
Okay, so let's see what happens if I don't. Okay. I see how it's laid out, so we can't progress until we're completing some of these.
Now, join the attack. Head towards control point A.
Let's check out the boundary too while we're over here. It's like this should be something where if we went light assault, we can maybe jump over the wall. Wonder would it let me switch back to light assault. Okay, that's good. So we can switch back, but it does not look like we can customize. But good thing for the light assault, we start with the skirmisher jets, which are going to be pretty useful regardless. Okay, I see. So now that we're here, are we not going to make any progress until we follow the directions? Because I mean, there's two sides of it, right? If we're able to skip everything, then we end up with a run that is like the first tutorial, where everything is just extremely, it's just like a relay, point A to point B as fast as we can, which of course there's nothing wrong with. That's just going to be the nature of how it's set up. Friendly fire is on too. But then if it's one where we're trying to tick off the, each objective, I think that's cool as well, because there's going to be a lot of like maximizing efficiency, but it can also slow down the run a bit and make it less interesting to watch.
Now,
that's where I think is the best balance, where it's fun to watch and perform, but also, challenging, not just a walkthrough. So we'll see how that goes. I think what I'm gonna do is upload a oh, check this out.
Switch to your rocket launcher and take them out.
Yeah, we have a new default rocket launcher. But I think what I'm gonna do is upload another one of these with no commentary.
Enemy tanks
just a straight playthrough as kind of a reference, and then we can actually start looking at getting a run in and seeing what is like going to be a starting time, like a baseline,
This armored exosuit is tougher than standard infantry. Take them out using your capture control point A by staying near them.
Like things like this are cool because it's going to be kind of about, like, reminds me of like in Titanfall, that one level that everybody likes to speedrun in their kind of like training area. They go through the level and it's about killing the guys as fast as possible, because you have to kill them in order to finish it. For here, like, maybe we're gonna have to look at grenade placement, how we're gonna take down the mats the fastest, if we're gonna use rockets, or if we're gonna need, what would be different approaches and what would be faster or more interesting, more efficient. So that'll be a cool thing to explore a bit.
And soon it will belong to us.
But one thing I'm really excited about is this seems like it's going to take longer than the original tutorial, just by the nature of it, the way it's set up. And I think the longer that it is, the more room for improvement we're going to have. So I think it's going to be great. I think there'll be some good competition for, creating something that's going to be fun to watch and fun to play.
The battlefields of Araxis are harsh and unforgiving.
Oh, this is cool.
Inevitability.
So it's 36 out of 41.
Despite countless casualties in this war, we persevere. Our spawn matrix ensures that death is fleeting. Embrace the challenge and carve a path toward our future.
We got a timer on the left. So is this the end?
Memory restoration complete. The simulation is now ending and you will regain consciousness momentarily.
Okay.
Stand by.
So we also got to make sure we kind of recognize where we want the actual run to start and finish.
Complete. Speak to an officer and they will get you to the fight. Good luck, soldier.
So let's, are we in the sanctuary? Yeah. That's cool. So now our mission is different. Equip weapon attachment. I don't know if this is going to be an extension of the tutorial or if we should end it where, like right when it teleports us. I feel like past all the combat stuff, this is kind of like not really a point in including in the run. But I think I like the level a lot, and it'll be interesting to see what we can come up with to try and make it faster. And then travel to Araxis using Warp Gate Terminal. Got it. So where does this go? So I mean, we're in the Sanctuary now. Yeah, and this doesn't work. So it looks like the way it'll probably be set up is just that level where you're in the combat simulation, because past that it doesn't really make sense to come here just to put on a weapon attachment and warp, you know what I mean? And I think one of the benefits to just keeping it contained to that one area is no loading screens, no load times. You don't have to worry about either server performance or like, you know, computer performance or anything like that. Load times kind of suck for trying to get a speedrun, you know, like set of rules and stuff. But I think we got something really cool. I'll be interested to see what comes of it, and just how fast we're gonna be able to actually do it. So that's about all I got. So thanks for everyone who decided to watch, and thanks again to the development team for working on this entire update, and especially for the tutorial. I love it. I think it's awesome. So on that, I hope everyone has a nice day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.